Don't let her go. Told by Zack. The day I lost Dad, everything broke. He was face down in the bathroom, water still running, his eyes open, glassy, like he'd seen something horrifying. I had to pull Ruby away. She didn't see it, she can't. Ruby's blind. But I did. I saw the markings carved into his back, like symbols, circles, eyes, crosses with teeth. The police said heart failure. No autopsy. Case closed. Just like that, it was just me and Ruby. Ms. Tanya, the social worker, said she'd try to keep us together. You'll be 18 in a few months, Zack. But until then, I have to place you both somewhere. She sent us to a woman named Miss Alara, in a big, creaky house at the edge of the woods. She spoke like a ghost, calm, floaty. My home is your home, she smiled. And Ruby, you are special. Too special. Her son, Noel, barely blinked. He watched Ruby like she was a relic. The house itself felt wrong. Too quiet. Old pictures stared at you. Clocks ticked, but never told the right time. At night, I'd hear footsteps that didn't belong to anyone. Once, I saw Ruby's door slowly open by itself. Things started happening to me. Nightmares that left me sweaty, trembling. I'd wake up with bloody noses. Bruises I didn't remember getting. And then, the bedwetting, every night. I tried to hide it. Clean the sheets, wash my clothes, keep it quiet. But one night, I found something, a bottle under my bed with a handwritten label, calm the fire. Quiet the mind. Prepare the vessel. They were drugging me. I began searching the house when they weren't watching. That's when I found the basement. Locked, but Noel forgot the key one morning. Down there, behind red curtains, was a different world. A circle drawn on the floor, carved with ash, bone, and melted wax. Animal skulls placed around it. Strange wind chimes made from teeth. Old books filled with symbols I'd seen on Dad's back. And at the center, a portrait of a girl, blind, with long dark hair. Ruby. But the name written beneath it wasn't hers. It said, Lena. I flipped through the books. The cult's name was the Children of the Second Light. A group that believed souls could return to Earth, if called the right way. It wasn't just grief. Alara truly believed Ruby was her dead daughter, reborn. That night, I saw Alara dressed in red robes, chanting in a language I couldn't understand. She cut her palm, let blood drip into a bowl, and painted symbols across Ruby's sleeping forehead. Noel lit incense. The room smelled like iron and rot. Candles flickered with no wind. Then the air changed. I saw Ruby twitch in her sleep. Her mouth opened, and she whispered something, a voice that wasn't hers. Alara, why did you let me drown? Alara fell to her knees, sobbing. You're home now. I brought you back. You're mine. I ran in and grabbed Ruby. She was ice cold, whispering nonsense. Her eyes were wide open, not blind anymore. She looked through me. Alara doesn't want you, she said in Lena's voice. She needs me. I snapped her out of it, slapped her, screamed her name. Ruby gasped and clutched me like she was waking from a nightmare. We tried to escape. I grabbed Ruby's hand, still cold from whatever trance Alara had pulled her into. Her lips were trembling, and I could hear her whispering under her breath. Not in English. Not in anything human. The air in the house was thick. Not just cold, alive. We moved fast. Down the hallway, through the crooked shadows, toward the front door. But as I reached for the knob, slam. The door shut itself. Not with wind. Not with force. But like someone, something, was standing behind it. Watching us. I yanked it. It wouldn't move. Deadbolt turned on its own, clicking into place. Behind us, the hallway lights flickered. Then they went black, one by one. Click. 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 Darkness. Ruby squeezed my hand. Zack, it's here. Who? I asked. I don't know. But it wants to stay in me. That's when the house began to breathe. I'm not kidding. The walls pulsed, like lungs inflating. The floorboards under our feet bent upward, like something was crawling underneath. From the end of the hallway came a whisper. First soft, then louder. Then dozens of whispers, layering over each other, like a swarm of voices, speaking the same twisted chant. Return the vessel. Return the vessel. Return the vessel. We turned and ran. The back exit. Through the kitchen. But the moment we stepped into the room, every cupboard flew open at once. Dishes shattered. Knives floated in the air, suspended, spinning slowly like they were deciding who to strike first. Elara appeared in the doorway, eyes glowing faint red, face pale as bone. You don't understand, she cried. She's not your sister. She's not even Ruby anymore. I don't care. I shouted. She's mine. Ruby fell to her knees, clutching her chest. Her mouth opened wide, and a sound came out I can't describe, a scream, a growl, a siren. All at once. The candles in the basement, somehow relit, flared through the cracks in the floor. Red smoke poured up through the vents. A shadow with too many arms reached up from behind Elara, curling its fingers into her hair. Zack, Ruby whispered, run. But I wasn't leaving without her. I scooped her up in my arms. Sprinting now. The entire house shaking. Windows cracking like spiderwebs. Blood pouring from under the doors like the house itself was bleeding. We reached the staircase. And standing there was Noel. Covered in ash, eyes wide open, holding something in his hands, the final seal, drawn in bone dust on parchment. Elara lied to me, he said, his voice broken. She said Lena would come back and we'd be a family. But I saw her face tonight. That's not Lena. That thing, it's something else. Then he tore the paper. The house screamed. A pulse of energy shot through the walls, knocking us back. The lights exploded. Elara's scream, or whatever was inside her, roared as if the entire cult was howling through her throat. She vanished in the red smoke. Pulled backward, not falling, but dragged. Her hand clawed at the floor. Her nails cracked off as she disappeared into the floorboards, whispering Ruby's name again and again. We hit the front door. This time, it opened. We fell out onto the porch just as the entire house collapsed inward, like it was swallowing itself. Silence followed. No wind. No birds. Just silence. Then Ruby coughed. I'm me again, she said softly. I looked into her white eyes. This time, they weren't glowing. Just, tired. Human. It took weeks for Ruby to sleep through the night again. She doesn't talk much about what happened inside the house. I don't push. I'm just glad we're out. Miss Tanya placed us in a temporary apartment in town. Plain white walls, twin beds, no red candles, no whispering halls. Ruby's therapy sessions started last week. She's quiet during them. Sometimes too quiet. One night, I woke up to the sound of running water. The bathroom light was on. I knocked. Ruby? She didn't answer. I opened the door slowly. She was sitting on the floor. Legs crossed. Head tilted back. Her eyes were wide open. Staring. But not with her usual blankness. With focus. On the fogged mirror behind her, a message was written in a strange looping script, one I recognized from the cult books. I stepped closer. The letters shifted in the steam. Rearranged themselves. You took her away. So I took a piece of her. My breath hitched. Ruby finally turned toward me. And in a voice that wasn't hers, soft and familiar, she whispered. Zack, do you remember how cold the water was? I backed away. She smiled. Not Ruby's smile. Lena's.
If the shadows whisper to you tonight, let them know you're listening. Subscribe for more tales that crawl under your skin. Real stories, forgotten places, and voices that never stayed buried. Until the next nightmare, sleep with one eye open. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn on the bell before the darkness does.